Hey everyone, how's it going? So if you saw one of my recent videos, I built this AMD EPYC CPU Miner, and I've been mining various coin on it. Well, if you also remember from that video, I had a big issue trying to get the 7v12 CPU for it. I had to go through multiple purchases and refunds, finally got it. Well, if you remember, one of them got lost by UPS in Georgia. It showed up after the refund about a month later. So now I have two 7v12 CPUs. So let's go ahead and see if we can add this onto it. So yeah, here's the original build, and here's the new one. Same 7v12 CPU, more RAM. This time it's 128 gigs instead of 64 because I wanted dual rank. Supposedly that helps a little bit in mining. And this one is a Super Micro motherboard, whereas this one I believe was an ASRock. So, and the same cooler. I'm using the same cooler. So what I want to do is use these standoffs and see if I can stand off that motherboard and just stack it like I did with my Orange Pi 5s. I'm going to keep using the same power supply because this is a 750 watt EVGA. Each one of these on a bad day pull maybe 250 watts. So we're talking 500, maybe 550 watts on that EVGA ATX power supply. Should be perfectly fine. So with that being said, I got myself 24 pin splitter, and we'll just use one of the extra EPS 12 volts that we can plug in for the CPU power on this motherboard. So let me see if I can get this stacked. Oh my god, that's actually pretty freaking cool. Check that out. Now it does have a little bit of a wobble to it, but it's sturdy. It's not going anywhere. I don't have to worry about this motherboard having any issues. So now let's take care of power. Okay, so the easy one to connect here is your 8-pin EPS power. If I get this little label off of here, get that off of there. And where are you at? Here's my other 8-pin EPS. Need to reconnect it. Nope, they don't connect, just stretch. And that gives us CPU power. Now we need to take care of the 24-pin ATX. So let's disconnect the one off this bottom motherboard here. Feed it off to the side and take our new splitter. We'll plug one into the top, one into the bottom. And now for the bottom motherboard. Okay, that's plugged in, and then we take this, find the correct direction, and there we go. Now both motherboards have 24-pin ATX power, which really does not take a lot on the motherboards. Most of the power is pulled through these 8-pin EPS 12 volts for CPU mining. We don't have to worry about powering any of the rest of the PCIE slots or anything like that. So you're only talking maybe 10 watts per side. No big deal. Let's get some wire management done. So one rat's nest later, the only thing we need to install is a boot drive for the second motherboard. And 1 terabyte NVMe is the only thing I have that's the length for the Super Micro slot here. You can't move it to like a 60 or a 32 spot. So I'm just going to pop this off, plug this in. There we go. Let me get hooked up to power and Ethernet on the other side of the desk here and power it on. Okay, we got Ethernet going to the new board and the original board and power. Let's flip the switch and see if it blows up. And I haven't touched this motherboard. I've never booted it up yet, so hopefully it just goes in the Hive like it should. We don't have to go through the BIOS. This one is perfectly good. They're both spinning. Let's let them power up and see if they show up. And after shooting that clip, yeah, all sorts of electrical gremlins on that bottom ASRock EPYC motherboard ensued. It died. I don't know why it died, but it died. So 1 week later, I got another Super Micro H11 motherboard. So now they're both matching motherboards, transferred the RAM, the CPU, the BIOS battery on over to it, which is now on the top and they are both running perfectly. This one we're going to take care of right now. This is what we do with bad motherboards that waste my time and money. Wow, that's really strong. Okay, it may not work, but it's really strong. And if we look on HiveOS, we'll see EPYC 7V12-1 and -2. That is both of these rigs right here. And you can see one's doing 96.7 mega hash, other one's doing 97 mega hash. They've been up for 9.5 hours because for some reason we actually lost power for about 20 minutes this morning. Or no, not 20 minutes, 20 seconds. It was enough to reset all the clocks and get everything to reboot. But it is mining. It's perfectly fine. I now have 2 EPYCs, and I don't really have a desire to go any further than this. For the foreseeable future, I will be mining Varus with these because I believe in that project, and I think it'll help a lot in the bull run. So, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, please. Say something in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.